Funerals. You know, I used to laugh. My mother would call me and say, Peggy, I went to 3 funerals this week. Well, I'm doing the same thing. My friends are doing the same thing now. And they tell you they've got the funeral count. The place was packed. You never hear whose funeral it was. The place was packed. The kids, they had 7 kids. The eulogies were too long. You know, and so you hear this, but the big thing is where the reception was. That's what's really big. They had sliced ham and real turkey at the country club. And I just get the biggest kick out of it. It's like, you know, who cares who died? It wasn't a good party. They look at them, it's like it's a birthday party. But they won't tell you whose party it was. You have to go get the obituaries out and read. Oh, was that Joe Smith that died? Is that the one you went to? You know? But anyway, it's starting to happen to me, and I do the same thing. But I have a friend that knew he only had 6 weeks to live. This is true. He went home. He got his house on the market. He made a list of the people he wanted to go to his funeral and those that he wanted to come to the beach club to have a party afterwards. He died a year ago. You know, the people at the beach club are still talking about him. They're angry. He is shoved. He's 6 feet down, and they're angry with him still for not inviting him to their birthday. Them to his birthday party. But, you know, I used to always talk with I call him my late husband because he was late for everything. He's really my former husband, but I like to talk about him like he's dead. So people think I'm a widow rather than a divorcee. It just sounds so much being Catholic, you know. So my late husband, who was late for everything, we had this thing about funerals and the music at our funerals, and he wanted them to play Roll Me Away, and I said, no, Irish Eyes Are Smiling, and they'll be mine. But, you know, the man had a control issue, and it was with the remote control. You did not go into that den and pick up the remote control. He had it. I said, you know what, forget the rosary beads and the cross. We're going to cross arms and put the remote control right on top of your chest. And I said, you know what I want in my casket? I want a makeup mirror with lights. I also want a cell phone with no roaming charges. You don't know how often I thought, boy, I'd like to call my mother and talk to her now. And I said to my sister, we should have put a phone in her casket. Could have called her, Mom, doing fine, you know.